make them special because they are that special grade. But now it's the Mythic Showdown, and they have to fight with IGN for a BO3 series. And one team gonna win. So who it will be, IGN or Special Grade? Let's see. But before that, I want to introduce myself. I'm STZ today in the caster deck. And the host will be Ray, obviously, but he's kind of off. He will be coming back soon. And with me, casting today is none other than my bro Mikey. Hello, Mikey. Are you here?
Yeah, I am. Thanks for the introduction, Easy. The first match is going to be quite interesting. It's going to be between IGN and Special Grid, but afterwards we have another match as well. That's going to be a best of three as well. That is Zohant versus Untitled. I'm quite interested to see both of the matches, but the first one is going to be quite interesting. Both of the teams are going to get head to head for sure. I believe the match is gonna exceed toward the third round, but let's see if they have different strategies today or not. I am seeing various strategies being built up right now since we got the recent patch. Players are trying out new heroes, new strategies, new combinations, and let's see if anything different happens today or not. The typical picks are quite combined with the current patch along with the comfort picks of the previous patch. So I think the drafting phase is going to be interesting. What's more interesting is going to be the match.
For real, because this is IGN versus Special Grade, and I remember a match between these two giants in a tournament, and I saw Special Grade that day was. They need to be remembered that day, as well as IGN will be remembering that day, or maybe today we're gonna see that redemption, that revenge from IGN. That day, if you, I mean, I'm gonna say you, Mikey, if you don't know, Special Grade took a jawhead pick. Yeah, you're listening to the right thing. They took a jawhead pick, and that jawhead pick was totally annoying for the whole side of IGN. That jawhead pick was literally going rampage on Aaron the Creator on which picks. Obviously, that Mage and MM got the terror on their mind just because of that jawhead. He just managed to threaten them in the whole match and then clinging upon the series with a 2-0 clean sweep. Today, maybe we're gonna see a clean sweep from IGN to the Special Grade. And if we're gonna see that, that means it's a revenge. It's a total revenge after 2 months of a tournament. They will be taking the revenge today against a Special Grade. Or maybe the episode will be continue again by Special Grade clinging upon the series for themselves. Let's see what will happen. But right now, talking about the draft phase, we can see here Matilda, Baksha, Badang into the ban list by IGN, whereas Special Grade going for the Harith as well as Kalea. A Granger will not be seen by them, but maybe we're gonna see a Lapu Lapu in the ban list. What do you feel?
Or I think they can ban the Lapu Lapu, but there is a possibility. Whether they ban any of the EXP laners, Lapu Lapu or Uranus, IGN will get the other option. So it's better to not focus on the EXP at all, so that they can go for the other hero afterwards. And they can lock on to the they locked onto the Moscow, but I thought they can will go for something else. They could have gone for the Kimik, which is still quite annoying in the mid lane or in the gold, because her damage output is pretty good after the revamp. And from the side of IGN, they're going to go for the first pick. They can lock onto the Lapu Lapu or Uranus, as we were talking about. So for the side of Special Grade, since IGN went for the Uranus, they should go for the Lapu Lapu, because that's one of the best EXP laners right now. It's Uranus or Lapu Lapu that can be dominating in the EXP right now. Has the most potential, but let's see if they have something else to go for.
And here we are for the first pick. Uranus will be just selected on, as you said. I was hoping for a Uranus ban from Special Grade. They didn't win for that. Now the Starboy have his ace pick. That is a Uranus. Obviously, Medio, kind of someone who just adapt to the new meta, and he does that. I mean, previously we saw him with the glue, and now we're gonna see him with the Uranus. Whenever the new meta comes, he just get adapted with it, and not just adapted. He just bring himself very nicely, very profoundly in the scene, just like other good EXP laners. So therefore, I mean, all eyes on Mirio as well today. But from the side of Special Grade, they're going with a 1-1, which is an unexpected pick from them, or maybe you can say a respect pick, because Aaron the Creator is right now having fun with the 1-1 more than the Granger. So that's the reason they took that 1-1 away from them. They're gonna use it by themselves. But now is the question: Well, and the creator is going for his Granger S pick. Joy onto the jungle section. I want to know, will it gonna be a good pick? But I don't think so. A counter will be there from IGN side. Respect going with the high abyss as well as Farsa will be cleansed upon by which. That's a good scene coming from IGN side as well. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. Because from the side of IGN, they went for one of the best heroes they could possibly go for individual roles. Uranus, pretty good in the EXP lane. Hayabusa, one of the most agile jungler we have right now. He can dive in with the core shadows. He can lock on to the, let's say, Wan with the shadow kill, and the damage is completely unignorable, because he can be problematic, and even for stealing the objectives like the turtle or the lord, he's pretty good. And when it comes to Parsa with the feathering airstrike, she can cover up a lot of radius, so they can easily lock onto the Joy and Wan over here. But since Special Grade went for the Gazul Kacha right now, we can see the AOG locking onto the Farsa when the team fight starts. Farsa will initiate with the feathering airstrike in most cases, and at that moment, from Gazul Kacha, he can dive in with the Avatar of the Guardian, and that can counter it out a bit, I guess. And we can see the Kufra getting banned from the side of Special Grade. Ashley.
Yep, and you want to say that maybe they don't want to give that Gatot to Zozen as well. That's the whole point of picking that Gatot as well as the 1-1. But now, being Gatot onto the side of Special Grade, also opening a chance for the Jawhead to come upon, or maybe they can go with the Kufra or Hylas, because we have Special Grade having a lot of mobility right now with a Joy, with a 1-1 as well. But Glue will be into the ban list. That is something surprising. Maybe Glue could have gone for the Rome as well. It's a flex, but no, they don't want it. Kufra will be in the ban list as I was expecting. It should be, because you got a Joy into your hand, a mobility queen. So they just went for the Kufra ban, or maybe they're gonna go for another ban for a high loss, or they can go for a Khalid ban as well. No, they want a
Lapu is still
Bruno.
open.
Yeah, Lapu Lapu still open, but the main reason is IGN should go for the Lapu Lapu ban. Special Grade will not go for it. Is they already picked the EXP Uranus, and look at that, IGN going for the Lapu Lapu ban, as you said, as it is there in the ban list. Now Bruno is also in the ban list. So are we gonna see the Granger onto the hand of IGN, or they will be going with the Irithel, the lame pick against a 1-1, which never works, but what if it works? Because it's the creator.
And from the side of Special Grade, they still need EXP laner, assuming Gazutkacha is going to be the Roma, and they will need a mage. For the side of mage, I believe they can go for any burst-oriented mage. I guess in this particular case, they can utilize the Louis, but I don't know if the damage output can be comparable. Forza is pretty good in that case, but yeah, Selena was pretty good as well, and they went for it. The Abyssal Arrow can be a good of a stun, and her Abyssal Traps can actually give out visions. And the only issue with Selena will be that they have to utilize the Selena for the crowd control, and if she dives in for the melee attack, then she can be put in a bad spot, because the damage output from IGN right now is pretty good. And the what did I say? The advantage Selena will have is that still now, for the side of IGN, they don't have any strong crowd controls. It's just Farsa's first first skill on the passive, and I think that's the only crowd control they have at this moment.
Damn good. And now the point is a Rome and a MM. Granger, Irithel, all open the Trinity MMs. But with that, new MMs like Nathan is also open there, so they can go for the Nathan as well. Jawhead. I was expecting it. We'll be seeing it as well. IGN going for that Jawhead pick. And this will be fun, because you know what? Special Grade Roamer is a Jawhead main. Zozen is a Gatot main. And they will be like swapping their place today. Like what SM say. Ek tera, ek mera. Like mera wala tera, tera wala mera. It's like that. It's that type of hero. It's just like that Phobius. It's just like that Badan. It's just like that Martis. Or you can say one of a time there was a Aldos. Something was like that, but then I don't know. अब नहीं मिलता देखने को.
For the side of IGN, I believe if they utilize the Jawhead early on, that's going to give them a lot of advantage, because Jawhead is a very good early game hero, because the overall damage output he can provide with his passive is extreme, and the ejector is quite annoying, to be honest. He can just go around and bully the opponents over here. And for Beatrix, she's pretty good. The versatility when it comes to the guns are, they give out a lot of advantage. And when it comes to Hilda, for the side of special grade, she will have the survivability. So for the side of special grade, they do have two strong front laners, but when it comes to IGN, they have front laners, that is Jawhead and Uranus, but among them two, it's gonna be Uranus who's gonna be most sustainable. But besides these two, the other three heroes are quite squishy, I'd say. So if special grade can counter out the Jawhead a bit, they'll have a good opening to dive in, because Uranus doesn't have any crowd controls to stay in front and use anything to stop them. So special grade will have that advantage, but the damage output is going to be extreme from the early on, because if they stick around for too long, it's going to be Jawhead's damage, Farsa, Uranus, even Hayabusa, the Beatrix, all of them have very good damage outputs. When it comes to special grade, they have mobility, they have the crowd control, they have initiations. I would say they have a little bit more advantage when it comes to the crowd control. So if it is team fights, I believe they'll have advantages. But when it comes to in ambushes, IGN have better opportunities to do so. That's easy.
Yeah, I mean, it's more like IGN have a position type. Lineup, whereas special grade is kind of aggressive lineup. They have to go to them, and IGN have to play in a hide and boost strategy. That's what Mikey wants to say. Thank you, Mikey, for the beautiful analysis of the draft. I mean, it's gonna help the viewers as well as me. I'm a PvP caster, so obviously it's gonna help me a lot. But what gonna help you guys? I'm gonna tell you. You want some diamonds? You want that phobia skin to be yours? Just go to the comment section. The chat section. Hashtag capital M Mythic MYTHIC. If you're going to English classes, Mythic Showdown. You just have to write Mythic Showdown, capital M with a capital S, and you will be getting your diamonds. If you're lucky, you'll be getting your prize pool. The giveaway prize pool, your diamonds to your mail by our organization, that is Indian Gaming Corps. And what do you have to do? Nothing. You just have to subscribe the channel, like the stream, share the stream to your friends, and in the comment section you have to put a hashtag, and then you have to write Mythic Showdown. Now we are here all into the Land of Dawn for the first set between Team IGN versus Special Grade BO3 series at the Swiss Stage Mania of IGC, Indian Gaming Corps Mythic Showdown. Here we are, the fight up on the top lane.
Right now we're seeing a bit of an aggression in the top lane, but I don't think any of them will have be in a squishy situation, because both of them have good regions. And a bit of rotation towards the bottom lane, but there is a possibility of an engage if Jawhead goes for it. Otherwise, Gato Kacha might engage a little bit. We can see Jawhead with the unstoppable fourth going in, ejector being used, but Jawhead taking up a bit of damage. We can see the Ugi Shadow Kill being used up, Roxy taking up a lot of damage. Jawhead is in low. Sansa Galaxy took out the Jawhead over here. We can see another engage. Faster was taken out by Hilda. An amazing rotation from the XP laners diving in the bottom lane over here. And we can see a lot of damage for the Uranus, but he's still surviving with the amazing region he has right now. The kill score is 1/3. The advantage is for the side of special grade, because they have about 200 goals of a lead, I'd say. That's decent in 3.5 match, but that can be changed in any moment. A single fight can change the whole table around, because we're still in the early game. But I might see another engage in the bottom lane. Jawhead goes in. Unstoppable force being used up. Ejector being used. Wan taken out by Respect. That's easy.
We start from the side of Team Special Grade, you can say, but then IGN know how to redeem. Redemption was quite good, but now this Abyssal Trap and diving onto the three members was a mistake. Coming from the Selena will be taking her out from the map. A big mistake, a blunder from her. Was not expecting that. On the top lane, on the contrary, we can see the Hilda Joy is giving a little bit of hardship to the Uranus and will be taking him out in a 1v1 situation. A GG trade from the side of Special Grade as well. Turtle being up. Mainly looking at this point, I feel like Joy and the Special Grade having an upper hand for this Turtle, as Uranus is not there. Nobody to guide upon the Turtle lane. I feel like they'll be having a free turtle for them, but no, there is a god plans coming on. No god plan for the side of IGN. They'll be not contesting it. Easy turtle in the process. But you know what? One more. We're gonna talk about it just before it's coming on. They are trying to take on her for the first time as well as for the second time. 0-1 is the KDA. They're taking onto the goal lane. They know that if the goal lane will be getting the early spike, it will not be a good thing for the late game. And that's the reason Team IGN is just going and ganking upon the goal lane. Is it a good idea? Neglecting the EXP, neglecting the meat?
I think the EXPs are strong enough to survive alone, but logging onto the gold lane will give advantage to their gold laners as well. Another engage coming out with the engage strike coming in. Roxy taking a lot of damage. Use the AOG to retreat from the situation. Was a good decision for sure.
Yep.
Joe had survived really the side of special grade. The turrets are equalized in I'd say, because both of the tier 3 were taken out. But right now we are not seeing a strong engage anyhow. They are engaging, they are dealing a bit of damage, crowd controls, but we are not seeing any kind of strong commitments that it's a do or die, we're gonna stick up to it and we're gonna fight until the end. We're seeing when there is a bit of a damage going around, they're retreating. They are either waiting for a confirmed kill or retreating. Beatrix.
Shadow come up, and here we feed. Game is going deep, or is just, partially going into the hand of special grade. Okay, we're back into the game, and we can see that Hilda in the process got down at the moment, and the score got same. But I feel like Team IGN is right now a little bit slowly, but coming back into the match.
I believe so. When it comes to the goal lead, a lot, because the mid lane is the one, the turret that gives you the most access out of it. A bit of an issue going on, but I believe that will be rectified pretty soon. We can already see a fight breaking out. 1-for-2 trade being going up over here. Samsung Galaxy retreated with very little HP over there. He utilized his dashes quite amazingly, and he still has his electrifying beats that wasn't used over there. I believe he didn't get the chance for it. But if we look at the top lane, the tier 2 turret is being taken out of the minions alone. HTZ.
Things going on, Uranus onto the save, and perhaps he will be managed to save the tier 2, but it's in a very less HP. It can be taken down any time. But you know what? I feel like IGN won the trade because they got a tier 3 in the mid, and that was very much important than a Lord even. When if you're getting a mid lane tier, it's really matches a lot. But now ejector come up, Hilda, Tothkacha managed to escape, habitual trap, and in the meantime, Joy comes up with the electrifying bits. Oh, the single fatality. Yep.
Parsa survived with barely any HP left, and that was amazing. Joy was chasing around with the electrifying beats over there, and it was just a Jawhead who was over there to help a bit. Otherwise it would have been a gone case for Force over there. We can see the Lord being spawned up in the top lane Striva from both of the teams. They will try to compete over it since the goal difference is not that much, but still now the advantage is for the side of IGN, I believe. But for when it comes to the team fights, I would say its special grade will have a better advantage because of their crowd controls and engaging capabilities. But if IGN is able to take out anyone of special grade before taking a team fight, I think they'll have a better chance to win the fight and the objective. Ash.
Yeah, I feel like the Lord is now more important than anything else because whoever takes it is kind of getting those turrets down. Maybe IGN wants the Lord much more than the side of special grade, because if you're gonna see the map, I see blue turrets are falling down easily from both the sides, top or bot, doesn't matter. Special grade literally done a good work in the macro as well as the micro, because 7-6 is the score. I mean, they're ahead with the one kill. And if you're gonna see the goal lead, it's kind of into the hand of IGN. But now fight's coming up. Here we are. A 1-1 with the crossbow getting down. Zozen in the process. And in the meantime, Mirio doesn't manage to escape, but the Gathotkacha got down with the Oogie Shadow kill coming off from the back line. They need to back down at this moment. And it's a very bad thing that 4 members of the side of IGN are there, while only Hilda, being the sustained member from the side of special grade, will be going for that Lord. 1-1 coming up again. One more fight about to come. 1-1 going for the crossbow once again. Sliver of HP. Hilda managed to go for it with a flicker down. She managed to escape at the moment. Feather straight come up. Beatrix will be the one taking down Samsung Galaxy from the map, as well as a 1-1 falling down. Double kill for, and the creator managed to take down the Lord. In the meantime, Respect will be the one. And here we are, Medio right now giving little bit of taunt, or you can say his skills show up onto the side of special grade. Managed to get down the tier 2.
Absolutely, and right now the gold advantage is completely shifted towards IGN, and they also have the Lord advantage right now. And I think the first fight that broke around the top lane's river, I think if Joy was around when everyone was focusing on Gathotkacha, I think there was a chance, because Gathotkacha was melted down by the intense damage coming out from IGN, and he was, there wasn't his teammates weren't around, unfortunately, that much. It was an ambush for sure, so can't complain about it. But yeah, things would have been different a bit. Gathotkacha going with the AOG, Ejecta being used up, Roxy will be taken down by Beatrix, and again Hayabusa goes in with the Shadow kill. Samsung Galaxy was baited out with his electrifying beats over there. The Lord is still around, took out the bottom lane's inhibitor faster with the fitting airstrike. The Lord is still charging in. From the side of Special Grade, they lost 2 of their members, and it's gonna be tough to hold on to the base. I believe IGN is going to lock on to it right now. They have the minions. Oogie Shadow kill being used up. Chocopie is in low HP. 3 days gaze will be taken out. But Respect, the base is being locked, but there are no minions with this minion wave. I believe IGN is gonna end it. They'll try for it. Oogie Shadow kill was used up, but the Quad Shadow being used again. The base is in low. Beatrix locked onto it. With that, the first match goes to the side of IGN with an intense match. From the early to mid, the things were equalized, but from the mid to late, I guess it was IGN who ordered onto it and just gradually snowballed their whole advantage, and they just won the first round, Nash.
Even though the micro and the macro was into the hand of the side of special grade, in the end, it is what IGN took a lot, managed to get the inhibitors, managed to take on the base. The game is on for them. Skills also as well. The main moment they lose this match, special grade, is the Gathotkacha going for AOG without any target. I feel like that. He got melted down. I mean, going for the anti